So I feel like everything and your standpoint on women is gonna change the moment you like meet the right woman. Yeah.
That's cute, but no, I mean, I have, I've had love for women, but I'm never gonna fall in love with a woman, because when you fall in love with a woman, what happens is you start to lose grounding and you start to lose that rational thought. A lot of the stupid things that men do is because of love.
So you're scared to be vulnerable?
No.
And let yourself go and be in love? Like you're gonna block yourself from like emotion and to feel for something that could be really amazing for you because you're scared to be vulnerable?
No, because I understand that men and women are different, and men love women far differently than women love men. Men love women for real. Women love men.
Women love men for real?
No, they don't.
Yes,
Women love men under the premise that they provide value. Men love women idealistically. Women tend to love men more from an opportunistic standpoint.
Women today have no moral compass or moral direction, anything to guide them on how a woman is supposed to be, how a woman's supposed to act. All they have today is social media and celebrities and influencers to tell them how they're supposed to act. And what do we know about today's social media? It's very, very toxic to the mind. Stop exploiting yourself for money. Women are making money off of men's addiction or men's lust, which is already just a terrible mix. So basically, women are able to live a substantial, sustainable life off of men that are just lusting for women, and they don't have to do anything for that other than exploit themselves, which is already just wrong if you have any sort of moral compass.
Two eye-openers. Men and women are simply not the same. The way each gender shows love is different. Ain't nothing wrong with that though. In fact, 99.9% of men realize the hard way that they need to provide value to retain a woman. However, women these days don't provide value to retain a man, and then they complain that men ain't shit, men don't like commitment, and all the narratives they come up with. These days, you can see how rigged the system is. A man has to be Mr. Right just to have the chance of getting women. But what about women? What do women have to do to get men? Work jobs? Be boss babes? Make a certain amount of money? Listen to Cardi B? The list of stupid stuff women are told to do and be is amazing. No smart man wants a woman who offers those traits. What men want is way simpler. Check this out.
I love nothing more than a woman that's proactively helping me. Hey, I noticed this, I wash your clothes, I folded them, put them here. And that's not to be sexist or anything like that, but like a woman that's proactively trying to help you. Being able to run an errand for them. But I think what's most important, especially for a high achieving man, a high power man, just be his fucking peace, man. He's dealing with stress all day. Be the peace. Rub his back. You know, do you need anything? Just tell him how much, especially if he's helping you in some way. You know, he should be paying for most of the meals. Like, I believe in gender roles completely, traditional gender roles. I don't believe in splitting bills. I will never split a dinner bill with a woman, and don't open a fucking door in front of me. That's what makes doing it so worth it. Just telling him how much you appreciate how hard he's working and acknowledging the benefit that you're getting will make him turn circles for you. Incredible.
Wow, see what men really want? You probably agreed with a thing or two. It's all simple details, isn't it? In today's video, we're diving deep into women complaining that they can't find real love. In particular, how much they say that there are no good men left. Stick around because I'm sure you're going to love this one. But before we go any further, let me share the comment of the day. Shout out to Never Again. He said, "The lady screaming at the guy to feed her kids probably drains the kid's real dad of all his money and blows it on useless crap. Never marry a lady with kids at home or close by." Exactly, something's not adding up, and it certainly wasn't that man's responsibility. Please don't forget to reach out to us by email to claim your $5 for that comment of the day. As usual guys, I'll pick one comment from each video. It may be the funniest, the most liked, or one that touched me, so don't forget to leave a comment and you may be our next winner. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons too, as it helps a lot. And now, back to the video. Embrace your masculinity.
Why do women often choose to wait for romance and focus on their career when their own window of time is the most limited?
end of the day, the most important person is yourself, and you got to take care of yourself.
So wouldn't the best outcome there be to nab the highest value man you possibly could so he can take care of you, instead of gambling on hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt for your liberal arts degree in woke college campuses that may not pan out as you want it, because you're in for a long road with long hours, potentially bleeding into the weekend, to have a job that's high paying, that's super competitive, that requires you to constantly be there and forego family. It's essentially one or the other. You can't have both.
Women's success is not the same as men's success. That's just the way it is. Doesn't matter how much society loves to come up with narratives. Doesn't matter how many simps plague the earth. Doesn't matter how much social media sells the lie that women must become some sort of man to get men. Again, I'm talking about lies, because that's what women believe these days. Let's break this down. Women these days are all about things and attitudes that make them undesirable. First, they think that they have to become successful like men. So, they go out there, study in college, get a degree, get in debt, and work jobs they probably hate. Society tells these women to focus on something you, as a man, don't really care about: her career. These women want to enjoy their so-called freedom and independence, but for what? Once you ask this question, it's pretty easy to see women get mad at you. Wow, they're so independent that they get mad at you for questioning their lifestyle. That's a sign that there's something wrong behind the scenes. Is it that women's independence is fake? Is it that women treat their careers like their babies? Or is it that they've never really wondered why society pushes them to do what they do? This is the right question to ask. Go get a career. Tell men that you don't need them. Think that men ain't shit, or you will not belong in here. This is what feminism has done to the minds of modern women. It's really simple to understand, right? Men are like, cool, you don't need no man, so I ain't gonna make you my wife. Why? Because a woman who calls you useless and even brags about the very things that you do as an adult is a massive L. She makes money just like a normal adult. She has to deal with stupid bosses at work just like a normal adult. She has bills to pay just like a normal adult. She has massive debts just like a normal adult. Name any normal thing you do, and these women will feel special for doing just that. No, girl, you ain't special. You're just like everyone else. Sometimes, or rather most of the time, women want their cake and eat it too. Check this out.
There are so many women that really do advocate for not going 50-50, right? And for me, I definitely went through like I'm a feminist. I shouldn't have an issue going 50-50 phase, right? When I was younger. But recently I started to realize just how difficult it was accepting going 50-50 with men. And I have come to the realization that it is because even as a feminist, it is the only benefit women reap out of the patriarchy. You're literally trying to rid me of the only benefit I get out of the patriarchy. The only, think about it for a second.
By your telling, we are a patriarchal society, and the patriarchy is an abject evil, you say, and yet you wish to extract whatever benefits you can from it. This thing is evil and terrible and should be dismantled, but I also want to reap its rewards.
So she wants to be a strong and independent woman who don't need no man, but then wants you to spoil her. Make it make sense. Women want it all. They want to be independent, but still want a man who will pay for her lifestyle. They want to keep their IG pages open, but still want you to be loyal. They want you to be Mr. Right, but still can't make you a sandwich. The list goes on and on. Your male preferences are never important to these women. But guess what? They want you to accept them as they are. Any demand you have is nothing short of sexist. Come on. Look, here's what many modern women experience. Picture this: a young, successful woman, past the wall, aka over 30, thriving in her career but still single. You know the type. She's tried the whole dating app scene, but it's just not cutting it. And you start thinking, here's the deal. Maybe she's caught in a generational gap, or maybe, just maybe, she ain't got nothing men really value. That's the reality for many women who've dedicated years to their careers, reaching their 30s or 40s only to find themselves without a partner. They're unwilling to drop their standards. They want Mr. Right, but they don't want to be Mrs. Right. They want to keep their jobs and obey their master, then come back home and never obey you. Any simple request you have is seen as misogynistic. For these women, finding a suitable match becomes a tough journey. You see, the problem lies in the dynamics of dating, and that's just the way it is. These types of women are not a rarity, though. With the rise of feminism, it's easy to encounter women who have careers. Combative, successful, hot women in their 30s and 40s face the same challenge. They can't find someone they want to date. It's not that they don't want to date. Again, it's just that they don't find someone they want to date. Translation: they're expecting to lock down a unicorn. They've explored their options, of course, in particular in the bedroom, but nothing goes beyond that. The dating landscape has changed, and the rules have shifted. In the world of dating, we can't overlook the impact of the digital age. The way people meet has evolved. The younger generation meets online, but, it's not the same for those slightly older. It will be in the future, for sure, and it's gonna get worse. Wait a few years as a man, get in your prime, and tell me how many post-war women want to lock you down so bad. Now, you know how it is when you start contemplating your life over 30. I mean, not as a man, but as a woman. Doubts creep in, and for these successful career-driven women, it's no different. The pressure mounts as society places certain expectations on them. Will they find love? Settle down? These questions weigh on them, and that's just the way it is. Yes, sir, the feminist programming is still there, but nature kicks in. It might be too little, too late. It's time for them to lock down a man and have kids, but here's the problem. These women are combative, bossy, and still want to brag about how much they love being on their own. The mind process of men? Simple. I'll get another chick. A younger, hotter, and more submissive woman.
Men are waking up and realizing the American woman mindset is altered, skewed. It's bad for business. It's bad for marriage. It's bad for life. Why is that? Because the modern day woman is very masculine. Society and the feminists have skewed and altered the matrix into having women believe, get a good education and a good job and you don't need a man. And you're seeing the percentages and the numbers and statistics go up. More and more people are single and less birth rates are happening in America. And men are tired of it. So what's happening now, men are getting passports and going overseas to find a woman, and American women are upset and sideways about it. Number one response is, they can't handle us. And for once in your life, you're correct. They can't. Nobody else can handle you. And on top of that, nobody else wants to handle you. When a woman says this, nobody can handle me. That's why they're doing it. They're mad, they're bitter. What is the outcome that you want? Because if you're a woman that says you don't need a man, then you have no business commenting on this video and disagreeing with me.
What's concerning is not the attitude towards successful women, but how much successful women are still expecting you to love them. They're not feminine, they're not collaborative, they're not cooperative. They don't want to cook for you. Even sometimes, they want to leverage sex to tame you as if you were an animal. Also, they brag about their money and still want you to foot the bill. They have all these negative traits, but guess what? They want you to pay a premium. As for me, I'm out. Yes, I admit it. Can't handle these women. Well, rather, I'd invest the energy these women take from me into a more profitable activity. This is what women these days just don't get. They play mind games. They do moral gymnastics to justify their bad behaviors. They make you jump through hoops, but they're not really the prize. Their money is their money, but your money, they think, belongs to the two of you. She wants to keep her career, obey a boss who would replace her in a few seconds, and still get a man who will spoil her. Something seems quite off here, right? I mean, you gotta be a pro in the money game, a pro in the sheets, and also a pro in the mind games field. You gotta do it all just to get sex? No thank you. Many men don't seem interested in a woman with a thriving career, and rightfully so. Many women complain that, despite the progress made towards gender equality, some old-fashioned views persist. this is the reality, and honestly, I might be old-fashioned. I refuse to be progressive. 99.9% of men don't want a woman who's a challenge. A woman who makes things easy for you and looks good is much better than a woman who makes things complicated and is hot as hell. Let's be honest here. As a man, you don't give an F about her money. It is what it is.
Like, when I date a girl, I'm not like, oh, I wonder how much money she makes and if she could provide for me. Men don't look at that at all. That's why when you say, I'm motivated and all this other stuff, that's good for you, but it doesn't benefit me as a man. Men don't give a fuck how much money you make or your status. Because y'all aren't going to pay anyway. Realistically speaking, men pay for everything. The boat that y'all were on, clubs, any type of social situation. Girls don't pay for none of that.
You never talk with men and they say, oh, my wife needs to do this, this, and this. Think about even on a bigger scale. In terms of financially, think about a bigger scale.
Okay,
Jeff Bezos, all these people, who do they date? You know, they don't. Do you think they care if their wife, their girlfriend, or whatever has, you know, these ambitions financially, whatever? What do their wives, what do their partners do? Joe Schmo, nothing. Nothing. So, but I think that goes to show you how men and women are different. Like, men, a lot of times they don't care what they're in terms financially. Like, what you want your partner to have goals and dreams and visions. But if they're happy doing what they do, with nails or whatever they're doing, but they make $12 an hour, but they're happy, that's fine. But a lot of times, women will not have expect the same things from their partners.
That's the reality for successful women, navigating the complexities of both career and relationships. They would love society to shift its perspectives and challenge these norms. But guess what? Just like they want you to change, you simply have your preferences as a man. Does she want to make money? Good for her, but I don't care about her bank balance. 99.9% of the time, she'll waste it anyway. Before I show you a very laughable article, hit that like button and show us some love in the comments. I came across an article titled 16 Reasons Most Men Can Handle a Strong, Independent Woman. Oh, wow, they wrote an essay to justify their narrative. Amazing. Did they get it from ChatGPT or something? I don't know, I'm just speculating. Just like these women assume that men should be head over heels for a chick who makes money and still wants you to pay a premium for her combative attitude. I quote, "Strong, independent, and happy women seem to be everywhere these days, and that's why they're not special, they're just out there for everyone to see. But for every woman that's got her shit together, there's another woman in the wings waiting for her chance to shine. What separates these two types of women? The strong from the weak, the meek from the bold, the happy from the unhappy. Independence. Strong, independent women who can rely on themselves to make their life what they want it to be are happier, more successful, and let's face it, we all look up to them." Yeah, you go, girl. Look, I'm sure the target audience is women, but as a man, I don't look up to strong and independent women. Why? Is it because I have a fragile ego? No. Is it because I can't handle them? No, I can, but I just don't want to. Is it because these chicks are more often than not annoying as fuck? Yes, sir. Imagine coming back home and dealing with all that bossy attitude. She'll try to blame you for her period, her bad days at work, and how bad you are at helping her out. I mean, isn't she strong and independent, and doesn't she know what she wants? These chicks ain't the women you'd like to be with. They're walking contradictions. They make money and then see you as a walking ATM. So, if you are looking to kickstart your life to the next level, consider what stepping outside your comfort zone into the unknown world by yourself might do for you and your life. Welcome to being an adult, woman. Anyways, let's keep reading. 1. She takes herself out for dinner. Don't feel bad for a woman sitting alone at a restaurant, and for goodness sake, don't assume she's waiting for a man to join her. Strong, independent women are perfectly happy to enjoy a good meal on their own. Taking it to the streets doesn't make her sad or starving for attention, it makes her confident. Most men out there can do that too. Does this make a woman special? Hell no. 2. She's always on the go. While she may have men pining for her attention, she's not sitting at home waiting on a single one of them. She's got too many places to go and people to see. She isn't checking her phone waiting for texts or calls from Mr. Right. She's out there living life to the fullest. He'll catch up eventually. What does living life to the fullest mean? Getting ran through? Getting attention from men to boost her big ego? And what does she mean by he'll catch up eventually? Honestly, I don't think I would be missing out on anything or anyone who would improve my life. Spoiler, good sex is not enough.
Do you think men like strong, independent women?
No.
No?
Damn, boy, she's getting
What about
smarter
you?
by the
Why?
day.
Can we say why?
No?
Why?
All right, yeah, no one, why? Yeah.
Because I feel like independent women are very, well, they're independent, so they don't need a man, they don't need anyone they don't need anyone there for them. And I think men want to show women the world. They want to show them, you know, how to live and how they want to live with someone. So I think a woman being so independent, a man doesn't really find that attractive.
Unbelievable. For a woman without a high school diploma, that's probably one of the smartest things I've ever heard any woman on any panel say. Facts. Shout out to you.
Here's the thing, you're looking at equality from a human perspective. I'm not saying that men are better than women from a human perspective. I'm saying that men are leaders, so therefore we cannot be equal. The problem is this, women are confused about what men actually want. They think a CEO, a boss, a business owner, ambitious, competitive woman. We don't give a shit about none of that stuff. Men don't care about that. And I would argue the more money a man makes, the less he cares about his woman's ability to earn money. Men and women are not the same. Women basically become the very men that they want to attract. As a man gains more status, success, income, etc., the woman wins. All his success, she benefits from that. It's not the same. When a woman makes more money, earns more status, etc., and she starts to outgrow her man, she's gonna look for a better man. Men and women are not the same.
All in all, these women can't find real love for simple reasons. They were sold a lie. And honestly, I don't want to fix these women. If they're so strong and independent, they can go ahead and fix themselves. If they want a top-tier man, they better be an asset and obey him. Do they prefer to obey their bosses at work? They're free to do so, but sorry, I ain't taking a woman who will not cooperate. If these women stay single, that's just what they deserve. Stay strong, guys. As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you will get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, drop a comment, and share it. See you in the next video, guys. Till next time.